We're gonna make 3 days out of this adventure, fishing our way across the state of Florida. So our adventure is gonna start in Fort Pierce, locking our way up to Lake Okeechobee, catching a few bass, finishing up at Pine Island. Pretty cool trip we've got planned. We're going across the state by boat through the inland waterways.
The Okeechobee waterway.
It's called the Okeechobee waterway. I should know that, but I'm new to Florida, so I don't really know that. Florida is a pretty diverse state. It has some really unique features. It has the Atlantic Ocean on one side of it, the Gulf of Mexico, and then, you know, all the way down at the tip, it's got the Florida Keys. So we're gonna try to catch snook today, bass tomorrow, and redfish on the 3rd day. Since I've moved here to Vero, got some pretty interesting friends, and Monty Peters is definitely one of them. So I got a couple lighter rods and a couple heavier rods for today's outing. Monty and I met bass fishing on Lake Okeechobee. Quickly, you know, grew into really good friends.
The hole is right, see that dead branch right there?
Yeah.
That's the first hole, is right by that dead branch.
He and I one night were talking about different options and thoughts of things for us to do, maybe do a show around. And as we kind of brainstormed, we came up with this crazy idea. Why don't we make a trip by boat across the state? So our adventure is going to start in Fort Pierce. We are going to work our way by boat to Lake Okeechobee, catching a few bass, and then leaving Lake Okeechobee by boat, working our way across to the west coast of Florida, finishing up at Pine Island, and we're going to be catching trout, snook, bass, redfish. I don't know what kind of slam we're going to end up calling this, but hopefully by the end of this trip, we've come up with something.
Little guys. Oh, man. That's a decent fish, man.
There we go. Monty, this is the start of our adventure across the state.
Catching fish on the east side, the center, and the west side.
You know, before I moved to Florida, I'd never really had the opportunity to do much snook fishing, and now that's quickly becoming one of my favorites. Do you see as many when you're fishing on the West Coast?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the West Coast population is susceptible more. Ooh.
There you go. Come on. What kind of drag are you fishing on that? Did you get him out?
Yeah, I got it.
There you got him out. Good job, buddy. A little bit better fish still.
As I was saying, I think the stocks on the West Coast are a little more susceptible to freezes. I mean, these fish here, you know, proximity of the Gulf Stream keeps the water warmer here. Yeah.
Getting a little bigger. Nice work. So Fort Pierce has an inlet. There are a lot of larger fish that come in and out of that inlet. Certainly the snook. Got him?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Good one.
Yeah.
Coming at you.
Nice snook.
Nice snook?
Yeah.
Well, you said we're going to throw one more in here. Nice job. Good snook. This snook's lucky that we're going to Okeechobee today.
He's extremely lucky.
Yeah, he's lucky we're going to Okeechobee. Best one so far. Good job. Before I moved to this area of Florida, I didn't really know much about snook fishing. You know, to be honest with you, it's become certainly one of the target species that I'm fishing for in this area. Got him? There you go, Monty. Is it a netter?
Yeah, marginally, yeah, I think it is.
Look how much darker these fish are than what we were catching this morning.
Yeah, up here in this fresher water.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Still not the one we're after, but so not only do we have all these very productive mangrove lines out of Fort Pierce, mangrove edges, we have a lot of bridges and docks that provide that extra structure and habitat for the snook and the trout and the occasional redfish.
Oh, it's a big trout.
What do you got, Money? Really? Hold on, let me get the net.
Trout.
Huh?
Nice trout.
Nice trout?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice job, buddy.
It's a good one.
Nice job, buddy. Wow, he's got a pair of chompers on him. These fish are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you know, this is another thing that I wasn't used to catching is trout.
Yeah, there are a lot of,
you know, well, not at least saltwater trout.
Right.
But it's 12:15. We got to roll.
We got to get going.
Part of our preparation for this trip was just to see what the timing of the locks are. The last thing you want to do is miss a lock and get stuck in the river. It's shallower. Well, you got yourself a big jack. I didn't even get my rod in my hand. When I was fishing in Louisiana with those guys, most of these are Cajun GTs.
Thanks, buddy.
There are 2 locks that we have to go through the first day. If we don't get through that last lock by 5 o'clock, we don't get to Roland Martin's. We're locking our way up to the lake today, so we've got 2 locks. This one more as we get to the lake. I've been through locks in a couple other places, but you know, just to give you a general idea, a lock is a way of getting up and down rivers or other bodies of water. You know, I don't know how much water goes in here. This is gonna be interesting. It looks like I can kind of see the level. Lake Okeechobee is about 11 feet higher than where we are on the coast. In order for us to get to that next level, we pull into a lock. They fill it with water, so we actually raise up 8 feet. They open the lock on the other side, and now we're able to run up the rest of the river to the next lock at Okeechobee. Now we're in Lake Okeechobee. Bass fishing. It was pretty fun to watch how the day materialized from the salt water and big center consoles burning past us and then getting all the way into Lake Okeechobee and their bass boats running around.
See the bulrush on the backside of that ditch that's right there?
Everything has changed, and it was a progression throughout the day, and our species has changed. Are you just winding that thing?
I was just crawling it through the grass.
It's a different environment than what I'm accustomed to bass fishing. This is a lot of reeds and grass and lily pads. There he is.
Good one.
Yeah, buddy.
Good one.
Well, I'm glad that this worked out, that we got to do this afternoon too. We made it through the last lock by 5 minutes. Got my largemouth. All right, hopefully we get an Okeechobee giant. Pretty special state that has fish that are growing, you know, 12 months out of the year. That's why these bass get so big. There he is. There he is. Oh, Monty. This is gonna be fun.
Look at that little fatty dude. Nice.
Huh?
Nice little 3-pounder.
Perfect. Good stuff. Good way to, we've got 3 now. We're gonna spend the night Lake Okeechobee at Roland Martin's. Where else would you stay on Lake Okeechobee?